Hey there, welcome back to another mini rant. This time I decided to split my argument up into parts. I decided to have the first part be about how I think movies today are too much of a game of roulette for my tastes. And then I wanted to talk about how much I think movies nowadays are kind of, especially in the summer. I want to talk about the disappointing summer so far of 2016. And I'm going to compare it to previous summers. In fact, I'm going to go back 10 years, and then I'm going to go back another 10 years, and then I'm going to go back another 10 years. And before I get started on this, though, I want to say this is just my opinion. Feel free to disagree. Anyway, here we go. I'm looking at the summer 2016 by itself, all right? I'm not counting Civil War because I haven't seen it, and I don't know. It came out in early May. I don't know if I could really consider that a true. I don't even know if I could really consider that. It didn't even come out in May. It came out in April. So I don't even know if I can consider that an actual summer film. So anyway, I'm going to go in with late May and then through August. So we have Neighbors 2, disappointing. The Neon Demon, haven't seen it. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Out of the Shadows, Again, out of your asshole. Haven't seen it, but I will, and I'm pretty sure it'll suck. Pop Star, Never Stop Stopping, looked like a pretty generic comedy to me. Not a fan of Andy Samberg. Now You See Me Too, a sequel to a film that for some reason was a hit, and the sequel did nothing, and nobody gives a shit about Now You See Me Too. Conjuring 2, really weak first half, good second half, at best above average, not a classic. Central Intelligence, better than I thought it would be. Still not a classic, still not a film that I'm going to rush out and watch again. Warcraft, didn't see it. I might see it later, but I heard it's like really, really, really detailed in terms of it's really in depth and really based on the game, and it's into all that lore and so on. And I've never played the game, so I could be totally lost with that film. Finding Dory, did not give a shit about the sequel. Independence Day Resurgence, aka Independence Day Regurgitance, because it's so bad it makes you want to puke. That was shit. The Shallows haven't seen yet, but it's more of an independent movie. What I mean by a lot of films this summer sucking is a lot of movies in the mainstream. A lot of films have been kind of independent, have kind of been surprises. I didn't see the BFG because it doesn't have a big fucking gun in it, and I don't fucking care. And it didn't look interesting or at all good to me. Legend of Tarzan, skipped it. A lot of other people did too, probably for good reason. The Purge election year, from what I've heard, sounds like it's a big step down from the previous film. Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. Might be a time waster of a comedy, but that's about it. I haven't seen it, so I can't say that much about it. But still, that's your summer film. That's your summer comedy. Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. Secret Life of Pets. Don't care. Really sounds like just a ripoff of Oliver and Company. The Infiltrator. Biography, Bryan Cranston, didn't really, it was like a drama. Then that didn't really interest me that much. Ballbusters, epic fail of a fucking movie, an epic fail of epic proportions. Wasn't funny, wasn't scary, it was stupid, it was lame, it was one giant queef in your face. Ice Age Collision Course, we're done. Can we stop with the Ice Age movies? Enough of the fucking Ice Age movies already. It's that they've long lived their fucking lifespan. They've long outlived their lifespan. It's over. It's done. Lights Out. Heard things about it. Didn't look like a film I wanted to see in the theater anyway. Might be an interesting concept, but then again, it's a concept that probably only worked well enough for a short film, not for a full-length theatrical feature. Star Trek Beyond. Very underwhelming movie. Not impressed. Batman the Killing Joke. Not really a theatrical film, but it did get a theatrical release. First 30 minutes suck. Didn't mind the last half. It's still not something that I'm going to run out to see again. Nerve looked interesting, but not enough for me to see it in the theater. Bad Moms, not my type of movie. Jason Bourne. I saw it. I was bored. for the entire running time for the most part. Jason Bourne doesn't do jack shit in this movie. The shaky cam is terrible. It's not exciting. It's boring. There's most scenes of talking, and I swear to God, this movie is sponsored by Dell because there's so many different shots of Dell computers. It's an unbelievably boring, bland fucking sequel. 9 Lives. What? This is the type of movie that's shocking that it was even got a theatrical release nowadays. Suicide Squad. I don't know yet. I like the trailers, but I heard a lot of bad things about it. Peach Dragon. Disney's like, hey, let's take a light-hearted movie and let's make it gritty. Let's make it dark and grounded. No one cares. Sausage Party. It was fun. I had fun with it. I don't really think it's that a classic, and I wouldn't call it a great film either, but it was fun. I'll give it that. Ben-Hur, epic fail, huge flop, haven't seen it, have no desire to see it, no one wanted to see it, as evidenced by the box office. Cuba and the Two Strings, it might be a good animated movie, doesn't really look like my type of film, but maybe I might see it someday down the road. War Dogs, might be alright, still nothing I'm going to run out in the theater to see. Don't Breathe, heard a lot of great things about it, I also heard some bad things about it. I heard things about its ending, where I heard things that it has like multiple different endings. Like it can't seem to figure out when it wants to end or how it wants to end. It's just a clusterfuck. I don't know. We'll see what happens. There's enough that I've heard that makes me not want to see it in the theater. Hands of Stone. Heard it's underwhelming. That's too bad. Kind of like that idea based on the true story of boxers and Sugar Ray Leonard and the boxer Roberto Duran, but didn't get very many good reviews. It sounds kind of just meh. Mechanic Resurrection, look like shit. That's it. That's your summer. That's your summer, folks. That's the summer of 2016. There isn't a single film that I've seen in the summer of 2016 that I thought was great. Deadpool was way before the summer. Hardcore Henry was before the summer. And even if you wanted to say Civil War was a great movie, that wasn't in the summer anyway. So, what is there? This is one of the worst summers in recent memory. Now let's go back 10 years to 2006. The summer of 2006. Okay, I'm going to go to the end of May to the end of August. Okay, to the last one. All right, we have The Da Vinci Code, Poseidon, Over the Hedge, See No Evil, X-Men The Last Stand. I can watch it. It's not what I call a classic. The Omen remake. Fuck that movie. Shot for shot, a total piece of shit, awful film. Pointless. Cars. One of my least favorite Pixar films. That was boring, could not care less. Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. Not a fan. Garfield Tale of Two Kitties. Shitty sequel to a shitty movie. The Lake House. Not my type of movie. Nacho Libre. Watchable. That's about it. Click. Liked it the first time I saw it. It gets worse every time I see it. Not a very good movie. Superman Returns. Total fail of a film. I mean, it has its moments, but yeah, not a very good Superman movie. The Devil Wears Prada. Not my type of film. Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest. Did not like that sequel. I think there's only one Pirates of the Caribbean movie that's any good. It's the first film. Little Man. Dumb concept. Did not interest me. You, Me, and Dupree. Shitty comedy. I'm still stunned that the same people who directed that directed Winter Soldier. Clerks 2. Heard good things about it. I just haven't seen it yet. But the clips that I've seen from it are funnier than any of the comedies that I've seen this year. Not named Deadpool. Although Keanu was pretty funny too. So, but yeah. 2006 doesn't seem like it was a good summer either. So this isn't necessarily something new. Lady in the Water. Shit. Monster House. Not a fan. My Super Ex-Girlfriend. Why was this a summer release? Forgettable. The Ant Bully. Didn't care for it. John Tucker Must Die. Didn't bother. Miami Vice. So disappointing. Michael Mann, I know you can do better. The Descent. Haven't seen it yet. Heard good things about it, but yeah, I don't know what else to say. Talladega Nights, Ballad of Ricky Bobby. I'm skipping some because I haven't seen them or whatever. Um, I have fun with that. So that's one. I can watch that. I'll gladly watch that again. Pulse, the remake, which I heard was a piece of shit. Step Up with Channing Tatum. No Thank You. Zoom with Tim Allen, which is a huge flop. The Illusionist. Didn't really interest me. Snakes on a Plane. Not as cool, not as fun as the concept. Beer Fest. Don't Care. Invincible. Cliched sports drama. Pretty forgettable. Decent performances, but there's not much to it. Idiocracy, which is actually, that came out in September, so that doesn't count. So 2006 was pretty shitty too when it comes to the summer. Then we go back another 10 years to 1996. And here the summer of 1996, we go from the end of May to the end of August. We got Mission Impossible. Right off the bat, we have an excellent film that I would totally go out to see in the theater, even if I just saw the trailer. The Arrival. Love that movie. Great film. Definitely love to see that in the theater. Go check that out. If I could check that out this weekend, I would. Dragonheart. Not the biggest fan, but I can watch it. It's worth, tickets were cheaper back then. I watch it for the spectacle and for Dennis Quaid. Eddie. I can watch it. I don't mind it. It's a time waster. The Phantom. I've kind of I've kind of gotten hot and cold on that one, but it's got some great stunts for the right price. Be willing to see it in the theater. The Rock, absolutely action classic. I love that movie. The Cable Guy, underrated comedy. Go out and see that. Totally. Eraser, underrated action film with Schwarzenegger. Would definitely go out and see that. So, and that's in June. So you have The Nutty Professor, not the biggest fan of, but if you like animated movies, you got The Hunchback of Notre Dame, the Disney film, which I actually really like. So I'd go out and see that if I wanted to see, an animated movie. July, you got Independence Day. This summer, we got Independence Day Resurgence, which is a piece of shit. In 1996, you got the epic, awesome, crowd-pleasing sci-fi action movie Independence Day. You can go see that in the theater. And then you could go see Phenomenon with John Travolta, which is a pretty interesting, pretty well-made film. Good movie. You want a thriller? Want a drama thriller? Courage Under Fire with Denzel Washington and Meg Ryan. You want a horror comedy? The Frighteners, directed by Peter Jackson, starring Michael J. Fox. Yeah, you have shit like Kazam, which I admit I did drag my dad to see in the theater. Sorry, Dad. But then you could see good comedies like Multiplicity with Michael Keaton, Kingpin. You could see Chain Reaction with Keanu Reeves and Morgan Freeman. You could see Matilda if you got kids, you can take them to see Matilda. You can go see Escape from L.A. with John Carpenter, with Kurt Russell and Snake Plissken. You can see Robin Williams and Jack. You can go see The Fan with Robert De Niro and Wesley Snipes. See Bordello of Blood. Yeah, the ending kind of sucks, but hey, it's better than a lot of horror films I've seen lately. Yes, there's some bad movies in 96 like The Stupids and Carpool and Crow City of Angels. But you can have fun, but yeah. But still, I'll take this summer any day over 2016. At least this has Independence Day, the good one, The Rock, Mission Impossible, The Frighteners. Now let's go back 10 more years. Let's go back to 1986. And let's go back, the end of May to the end of August. Okay. So you got Top Gun. You could see Short Circuit because it was still in theaters. You could see Cobra with Stallone. Or Poltergeist 2, which came out the same day. The same day you could see Cobra, and then you could go see Poltergeist 2, The Other Side. You could see Raw Deal. You could see Space Camp, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and Back to School. You could check out The Karate Kid Part 2. If you're a brony, you can check out the My Little Pony movie in theaters. You can see Labyrinth, Running Scared, Ruthless People, Big Trouble in Little China, and Psycho 3, and The Great Mouse Detective, Aliens. And then you can see the next week, Aliens came out July 18th and July 25th in 1986. You could have saw Aliens in the theater, and then the next week you could have seen Maximum Overdrive. Wow, that's pretty awesome. It's a great double feature. You can see Friday the Navigator, Friday the 13th Part 6, Jason Lives. If you're like me and you enjoy Howard the Duck, you can go see that. If you're a Transformers fan, you can see Transformers the movie. Then a week later, you can see the Fly remake with Jeff Goldblum. You could see Manhunter. Or you could see a fun John Candy comedy in Armed and Dangerous. And then after that week, you could go on August 22nd, you could go see the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. What do I have to look for? What did I have to look forward to at the end of August in 2016? At the end of August in 1986, I could see The Fly, Manhunter, and Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. As well as like One Crazy Summer, Stand By Me, or Transformers the movie. In the end of August in 2016, I got Ben-Hur, I got War Dogs, I got Don't Breathe, I got Hands of Stone, I got Mechanic Resurrection, Kubo and the Two Strings. I might have mentioned that already. But that's all you got. 86 is just, and yeah, I know this is going off of hindsight, but still, good movies are good movies. And I'm pretty sure my taste would be the same in 1986 as they are in 2016. So my point stands. This summer has been bad. Well, really bad. One of the worst in recent memory, and really forgettable for the most part. And apparently it shows in the box office because I've read some things where Hollywood has taken a huge hit this summer. And I can see why. There's not that many good movies that have come out this summer. But that's just my personal opinion. But anyway, thank you for watching. And as always, I will see you guys later. See ya.